Rey Mysterio talks future plans for him and Dominik, daughter's angle with Murphy. Rey Mysterio and his family have been embroiled in one of WWE's most popular ongoing storylines, with the angle involving Seth Rollins and Murphy becoming a different beast as his daughter is now involved in a romantic storyline with the latter. The masked icon has also seen his son grow into his own as a wrestler, as well as earn a contract with WWE, is already looking past the Seth Murphy storyline. Tag team championships for him and his son Dominik now seemingly on the mind. There are lots of challenges out there for Dominik and me on SmackDown, Rey told The Bump recently. We've talked about gold, you know. Something that's been in the back of our minds. What better time for us to obtain gold as a tag team? Then or now. We've always talked about being able to share the ring together, but when you talk about gold, I mean, it literally could be right around the corner. I just have to make sure I put an ending to what's going on right now. He's losing Aalyah. Rey isn't a huge fan of the Aalyah angle, or at least is pretending not to be. The veteran told the show his family doesn't leave it all in the ring and have a lot of discussions at home. Well, it's been hard for us, he said. We've had little bits of discussions. Believe it or not, we come back home and this topic doesn't just stay at the Amway Center every week. It comes back home with us, and we discuss this and we try to figure out what the best solution is. I think the only solution for all of this is to finally put an end to it, with Seth Rollins first and foremost, and then move on to Murphy. You know, we've always had a great relationship. We communicate a lot, but for some reason, this has separated us a little bit. Things are still on the edge. They haven't been completely clear. I just don't understand why she's not opening up to me. Dominik Mysterio had a hard time explaining who his dad was to his teachers and classmates. Dominik Mysterio had a pretty difficult time getting his teachers and schoolmates to understand who his father was during the custody storyline that went on between his dad Rey Mysterio and the late Eddie Guerrero some 15 years ago. The storyline saw the two superstars face off in a ladder match for custody of a then 8-year-old Dominik, who was left with the cumbersome task of having to explain which one was really his dad. Dominik is quickly becoming a WWE star himself, having earned a contract with the promotion this year en route to some impressive performances. But things weren't all that glamorous during his formative years, as he's told Metro in an interview. For me, it was harder to have to explain to the kids at school who my dad was. I think that was the most challenging part, he said. Oh yeah, 100% people were coming up to me asking me, even teachers, they were like, who's your father, Dominik? I'd be like, well, it's Rey Mysterio, this guy right here, Oscar. It was crazy. Being involved in wrestling storylines as a kid has its perks, however. As an 8-year-old, I was excited to skip school and travel with my dad and get given candy by Eddie, Dominik recalled. It was a great time. The power of storytelling. That ladder match was supposed to be just that, the culmination of a kayfabe storyline. One would probably expect that folks would know it was fake. But not even Dominik's teachers were sure Rey Mysterio was really his dad, which begs the question, did Rey ever attend a PTA meeting? Turns out, it wasn't as straightforward to some people and, back in January, Dominik revealed people still come up to him and ask who his dad is. We have to hand it to WWE, though. Even 15 years on, one of their angles still has people questioning whether what they saw on TV was real. Hope you guys liked that video. Join us now for daily wrestling news stories and more wrestling news content. I'm wishing you all of my viewers a very happy fucking Halloween. Peace out.